I appreciate the opportunity to try to keep the excitement of grape growing out to the masses. I'm afraid that we're not careful, we're going to lose that enthusiasm that the new entrepreneur gets when he starts grape growing and winemaking. And if you lose it, it's very, very difficult to ever regain it. But if you, as these people that are attending this meeting have been infected with the enthusiasm and want to be a part of the Arkansas grape and wine industry, they are good to go. So time needs to be spent to encourage these people, answer their questions here. And this helps the individuals that are going to be the next generation of wine growers and winemakers become acquainted with each other and learn what is needed to help the whole industry out. Whether it's politics or how to grow, how to guarantee clean plants. I noticed you have Keith Strigler on the program, another one of my students, and he's associated with a clean plant program internationally. And this is so important to start off right. And the first thing you do in starting out, you make sure that you selected the right site to put that vineyard, and it's not a frost bucket. You make sure that you've selected a soil type, and it's not a gumbo or clay to the point it won't drain internally. You make sure you got some soils, much like in the Appalachian Altus, from those mountaintops where they've been growing grapes ever since the immigrant arrived from Europe. So I think that if you would do several things. First, take notes and go back and visit with a particular professor that caught your interest. Get textbooks on various subjects and start reading it and become an authority on a particular subject. And there'll be plenty of people that will take time and work with you to help you understand things that you do not understand. I still dream of riding a four-wheeler through a vineyard and looking and wondering why a spot is yellow, or why a plant is dying, or why this grape is maturing better than the other grapes. We got to keep our eyes open and pay attention, and that's the only way we can get better, is observe and do what the plant tells you needs to be done.
let's raise a toast to them, to the association and all the grape growers.
Ah, of
Of
course. Would
Arkansas.
you do that? To all of the Arkansas grape growers and all association members, a good year.
Amen.
That is eyes and it's good.
Fantastic.
There's a lot of different types of jobs that a vineyard and winery generate. And it generates enough to support a large family if they all do their job. And your winery is an example of that happening. I go to other wineries and they have a lot of family members also employed, and you've got to have someone at all those key points that cares about the quality, because when you start losing quality, you next start losing sales. You start losing sales, you start losing money. And we grow this and make the wine for the joy and pleasure, but that comes only if you're making a profit. So I think we need to make wine that will sell, that the customer wants. It's the most interesting farm business, I think, known to man. Because you get involved into so much technology. And you just take an average guy and throw him out on the mountainside and have him put in a vineyard. You have to know some things. You have to read and work and talk and learn. So be kind to your neighbor, because he may be the one that shows you something that will make you some money. And money is not what it's all about, but you got to have that in order to enjoy all the rest of it.
Well,
Thanks for coming, and thanks for sharing my home for a few minutes.